Now, we all know the story of Captain America, but did you know that actually happened in real life? Hi, I'm Matt McGamer, and in today's video we'll be covering the experiment that ruined a girl's life. Now, during World War II, towards the end of it, rumours spread on the front line quickly that Germany were creating super soldiers. Obviously, something like Captain America, very indestructible. So Western governments panicked and did their own research into it and created their own super soldier serum. Now that sounds cool, right? But due to the experiments being very, very risky, no one wanted to volunteer, which is why one of the leading scientists used his daughter as a lab rat. Now, as she was injected with the super soldier serum, her bones started to crack. As you can hear, a loud cracking sound, and they started to deform, and her skin started to go flaky, and her teeth started to grow, turning her into a monster. So she basically looked like the Russian sleep experiment victims. Now, her father had hope that it would work and tried it again, but only deformed her further. And with his failure, he went home that Christmas Eve and shot himself in the face. Now, the other scientists in the lab were quite terrified of Abigail, so they locked her in her room and tried to starve her, but all they could hear was just crying and crying and demonic screaming. The scientists were worried. They went against God and nature and created a monster. So the guards armed themselves and went into her room and shot her twice in the head. However, this did little to no damage and only angered her. So she took her razor-sharp fingernails, which she'd been growing, and stabbed one of the guards through his spleen, killing him instantly. And the other guards opened fire on her, but it did little to nothing to quell her, and only strengthened her further. And she ended up killing all the guards. Now, the facility she was in lockdown, and so they decided to try and sedate her. They'd clearly made a super soldier. She didn't respond to anything, but what if they dropped her into Berlin? She could cause a lot of damage. So they tried that. They filled the facility full of toxic gas, which would hopefully knock her out. However, this did nothing and only angered her. So she took her fingers and clawed her way out of the facility, and she went back to her home. Now, she still had some sort of like cognitive ability left. She still knew where her home was. She still remembered her childhood. So she went home and saw her dad dead on the floor with a bullet hole through his brain. She screamed and howled like a dog and ran out and killed the whole street, leaving no one in her wake. And that was the last the US government or any government heard of her. And it is said in some places of Texas you can still hear her screaming every night on Christmas Eve. And according to old folklore discovered in the town where she murdered everyone, it's said on Christmas Eve she goes back to the town. So if you're living in the town where she ravages, I suggest getting out of there immediately. There's nothing you can do. She's clearly a beast. So if you did enjoy the video and a little story time, then hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.
Build on the science guy! Build on the science guy! Build on the science guy! Science rules! Build on the science guy! Inertia is the property of matter! Build on the science guy! T-minus 7 seconds! Build on the science guy!
Because he was listening to No Maidens.
Stop!
My grandpa punched me in the head at 90 miles per hour. And I was paralyzed from the waist up. Hey, Quandale Dingle here. I just escaped prison. I am staying at my friend Juandale Pringle's house. As I was running away from cops, I fell and scraped some of my foreskin off. A guy named Garfield Jensen bent me over in the shower while I was in prison.
What are you doing?
My baby mama Shaniqua Anderson told me to pay child support, so I gave my baby to creepy old guys.
Oh yeah.
It's been a year, Daddy. I really miss you. Mommy says you went to the store to get milk. Anyways, I'm failing all my classes, and Mommy hits me very frequently, and she changed my name to Tickle Tipson. Anyways, Daddy, I forgive you for abusing me. Please come back. Hello, Quandale Dingle here. I was caught running thy opposition's pockets in the streets of London.
Holy shit!
My grandfather, Henry Arthur Zinky Nuts, was apprehended in a matter of minutes after trying to rob a fish and chip shop.
Are you mad?
My acquaintance, Henry Bartholomew Dingle Nuts, was spotted giving his father's lemonade hose twisty wisties.
What explanations?
I forgot to dispose of my feces and made a big whoopsie in my diaper wipey.
I beg of your pardon!
What's up, guys? Albert Fingernoodle here. I farted in my grandpa's breathing machine, and his lungs turned black. I'm currently on the run after committing multiple felonies in a gated community. My buddy, Kevin Barnacle Jones, tried to kiss me on the lips while I was sleeping, and I punched him in the nose. My goofy uncle karate chopped my grandpa's broken knee, and he got turned into a pretzel. I thought it would be funny to put fireworks in my goofy dad's turkey sandwich. I injected type 2 diabetes into my grandpa's kneecap and pushed him down the stairs. Hey guys, Dingle here. My mother, Darlene Dingle, passed away because I put a Perk 90 Ultra in her Kool-Aid. My brother, Jeffrey Arnold Lanthrop Andrew Higgleson V, got hit by a car going 5 miles an hour. Ow!
Look at these goofy.
Goofy Uncle Productions. I said right foot creep, ooh, walking with that heater. Look around, stay low, make sure they don't see it. Catch them bad, walk down, face them with that heater. The devil under your feet, you're on the way to see him.